Well, good evening. Welcome to Hohenwald, Tennessee. We're here at the campus of Lewis County High School for a middle school high school doubleheader today, where we have the middle school Eagles taking on Lewis County in the first game, and then we have the high school Eagles taking on Lewis County after that. That game will be on the Exports Network. This one is on the high school page. Both of my announcers that are normally here are not here for the middle school game. Hopefully here in a minute I'm going to have Timmy Kennedy come up here and join me. Nobody wants to listen to me the entire game by myself. From what I understand, this is unofficial. The middle school Eagles are 14-2 this year so far. They lost their opener to Kaufman. And then they lost about a week and a half ago down in Loretta to South Lawrence in a 9-inning, extra-inning game. So that's unofficial, but I believe we are 14-2. I don't know much about Lewis County at all, except we've seen these guys. We've actually played on the same fall league teams as some of these guys, so I know this will be a good battle here. Definitely not an easy pushover. Should be a really competitive game. We have Cason Blackwood on the mound today, starting for the Eagles. He's been an impressive pitcher all season long. And I believe they're going to have the national anthem here soon, so I'm going to have to mute this. And so we'll be back here very shortly with Timmy Kennedy on the call. Be back soon. And we are already 1 minute past the start time for first pitch, and we have a high school game coming after this. So I'm really surprised they're not wanting to start this right on time. I do also want to mention, as you can tell from looking in right field, we don't have the best view today, but this is what they gave us. The view that I was really hoping for was right here from this building. But apparently that was not available to us today. They said the best place for us to be would be behind the first base dugout, so that's where we are. As you can tell, that means we cannot see first base. So we'll just take a guess as to whether or not the runner's safe or not. If the ball goes into right field, you have a lovely view of this tree. So, again, we'll just do the best to tell you what happened if the ball goes into right field. But that's just kind of what we're dealing with today. The rest of the field we should see all right. We'll see about, if it's a righty, we can probably see the batter unobstructed. If he's a lefty, it'll be blocked by the fence. But so be it. You have the score on the screen. Hopefully, that'll tell you everything that you need to know. But again, I imagine the national anthem will be starting here soon, so we'll be back shortly. So apparently, it's an umpire delay. That's what we're waiting on. Knew they had to have a good reason. So I wouldn't have started the broadcast as early as I did had I known. So as soon as the umpire's here, we will be underway. Stay with us.
Yes. Thought we might have a national anthem here, but it looks like we're going to skip it in this junior high game. You got Timmy Kennick here, Will Pettis. Got Kane on the mic with me today if he'll say anything. What about it, Kane? So he ain't talking right now. I have to ease him into this. He's, he is kind of bashful. He might be my kid, but he don't talk a whole lot. For Summertown, we are the visiting team today. Batting order will be Casey Blackwood, which will be pitching. Aiden Perez playing second base. Jackson Bennett playing shortstop. Graham Howe catching. Ryder Blackwood will be playing third base today. Cecil Williams is playing center field. John Kobe will be your left fielder today. Braden Keaton will be at first base, and Max Dillard will be your right fielder. And that's the way the line will be our top 9. On the other side, you have Tanner playing second base. Hull will be playing shortstop. Bean will be catching. Clayton will be in center field. Skelton will be at first base. Smith will be pitching. James will be left field. Moore will be third base. And McDonald will be right field. So this will be the first time that I've called a junior high game. So I might have to have a little help here from somebody. If I can get Kane to do a little talking. I know a lot of these guys, and Kane does too. Played a lot of baseball with him, right, son?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not very talkative again, right? Want to let him know that this mic's not going to bite him. He acts like he's scared of it. Lewis County is throwing a right-handed pitcher. So the throw goes down. We are down an umpire today. Some reason we're struggling getting umpires. We have Mark Brewer who's going to try to call everything from behind the pitcher's mound, which is a tough job to do, but I think he's fit for it. I believe he can handle it. Blackwood steps in the box, take the first pitch of the game. Like ball away. Might struggle trying to look at home plate and the umpire in the field to figure out the calls, Kane. Kind of tough.
That's a little low.
A little low. I agree with you. That might have been down there a little, but he did call it a strike. Ball must have been outside. It was the same height. Look from here, right, Kane?
Yeah.
Fastball on the outside corner. He takes for strike 2, so it brings the count to 2-2. Ball's down and in the dirt on the outside. So full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. If Kaysen can't get us started here. Ball skips past the catcher for ball 4. So he is on. Adrian Perez coming into the box right here. Aiden. Sorry. Aiden. I said Adrian, didn't I? Aiden. You got to fix that some when I mess it up. Takes a pretty good lead here at first. Does steal the base. Perez squared the bunt, but the ball was outside, kicked off the catcher's shin guard back out in front of him. He couldn't find it. If Blackwood had a little bit of a heads up there, he might have been able to make a pretty good turn over there. What do you think, Kane?
He made a pretty good turn.
Maybe made it to third?
Yeah.
Might have been close. Don't take chances in the first inning.
He's going to third now.
Yeah. Ball's in the dirt again. Skips off the catcher's arm. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. No, 2 balls. No strikes here. Yeah. 2 balls in the dirt here. I think that's actually the 4th one in a row, right? Throwed 2 to Kaysen to walk him. It's called strike 1. be 3 balls and 1 strike here. That ball was up and in, looked like. Casey coming down that line pretty hard over there.
He's coming out of the windup.
He is. Good read, Kane. I didn't even notice it. So now we have a runner at first and second. So Charter comes out to talk to his pitcher. He'll be struggling with his strike zone a little bit. Jackson Bennett steps in our 3-hole. Hayden does steal, but looked like a pretty good breaking pitch from here. Kane, what about you? What do you think?
He broke in there pretty good.
Kind of messed Jackson up a little bit. He kind of buckled his knees on it. Ball's in the dirt. Catcher blocks it up back out front, saves the runner from coming. Tried another breaking pitch. That didn't break. I think it actually went behind Jackson's head. Ball up. 3 balls and 1 strike here on Jackson. You got a pitcher that's been throwing pretty good. This is a hitter's count, but right here, I don't know. Yeah, Jackson was ready. He was loaded to hit. Fouls that off down the third baseline. Makes the count 3-2. Runner standing at second and third with no outs. Ball's hit back up the middle off the pitcher's glove, deflects it away from the second baseman. Summertown should score 2 here. That ball was hit, Kane. I believe the second baseman was moving to field it, and it goes off the pitcher's glove and actually deflects it away from the second baseman there. Pick move over at first base. I don't know. Looks like we might be able to see it pretty good there, Will. Can't see the base, but we can see everything else that's going on, right? So we can kind of tell. We won't be able to argue if it's in there, but ball's chopped into the hole in the 5-6 hole. Nobody's going to get that one for a hit. That's Graham Howe. Be Ryder Blackwood. There's a left-hander here on this team. Hits left-handed. Does everything else right-handed, right? He squares the bunt, lets the fastball get by him there. See what he does with this pitch. Almost looked like a drag bunt that time, Kane. He took a pitch away. Squares the bunt again, takes ball 2 down. Brings the count to 2-1. Runner standing at first and second. No outs. Score is 2-0, Summertown. Got a runner to third. Play down there. He does come in safe. So double steal right there. Well, that's Jackson sliding in over there. Looked like he left his front foot a little high coming in. So made it a little closer than what it should have been.
It's not a play.
Counts 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, and the pitch. Ball's grounded to second base. Second baseman makes the decision to go to first. He looked at home.
Thought about it.
Yeah, I don't know what changed his mind there. It looked like he might have had time. I don't know whether the catcher wasn't ready or if he did just change his mind. Lewis County's coach comes out to have another conversation with his pitcher. He's going to be pointing at his elbow there, his forearm just a little bit. So he's going, looks like he is going to make a pitching change. Little kind of rotation. The pitcher. While they're warming this pitcher up, we'll be right back. We're back. They did make a pitching change. So ground ball in the 5-6-0. Good hit. So he makes the corner. Score another run, make the score 4-0. That was Cecil Williams with that hit. So we have a runner at first. John Colby's batting. No outs. Scores 1 out. Scores 4-0. John Colby takes another pitch down and in. Another left-handed bat here on this Summertown team. Ball's down, brings it to 3-0. Feel sure John Colby will be taking here. The new pitcher coming in. He was taking, but it was a fastball right down the middle, waist high. So still looking for that same pitch right here, I'd think, with 3-1. Got a runner. Does hit John Colby in the feet. Kind of hobbles to first base. Got a little chalk on his uniform. His mom might have to wash that uniform for him. Puts us with 1 out. Runner standing at first and second. Don't know how we end up in all this wind, but be Braden Keaton. I think every time we set up somewhere, the wind's blowing 100 mile an hour. Of course, it ain't cold today, so.
Fouled back, pretty good swing on that one.
Yeah, he's most definitely hit first pitch strike there. He was ready for it. squares the bunt now. Oh. Yeah, I don't know that you don't see him bunt very often. So Jason was really trying to move some runners here, but got fouled on the first baseline. So now he has 2 strikes on him with 1 out. I'm sure he's going back swinging here.
Got my
So,
curveball.
Curveball or changeup, some kind of off speed there got him. He's a little out in front of it. Strike 3, so we got 2 outs.
Max Dillard.
Got Max Dillard at the plate. Like a pretty good pitch from here, but it must have been outside. You know, it's hard to read from here. The ball's down in the dirt. Next did have a swing there, but that wasn't a very healthy looking swing. I think he was ready for that pitch. Might have been thinking something different. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Stands up, does ground that to. It's a good play by shortstop. Ball carried him two towards third. And runner standing at second and third. He did make the play at third for the 3rd out. So we'll be coming back in just a second for the bottom of the 1st inning. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I think I run through the lineup a while ago, but just to kind of hit some key points here, you do have Blackwood pitching. Case and Blackwood pitching. I don't want to get that mixed up because got another Blackwood playing third. Hal behind the plate will be our first batter. Strike 1, bell tie. Start him off with a strike. Let's go from there. This kid hits a line drive down the left field line. John Colby's having to go after it. He's going to get 2 out of that. So he turns. He is in second, standing up pretty safely. So ball's hit right down the line. John Colby had to go after it, go to it to get it. So been M. Tanner. I ain't got their first names, but his last name's Tanner here. That's who that was. No, Tanner was the number 1 leadoff. Hall is your number 2. That ball is line. Back up the middle is as our center fielder comes in, makes the play, and gets it back in pretty quick, holds the runner at third. So there's no outs. Bases are split. Runner at first and third. No, Howell does have a pretty good arm right here. I don't know if Jason will let him go after him and get him here and kind of concede that run, or if he's going to try something different.
Fouled off his helmet.
Yeah, I don't know if he was supposed to swing at that because the runner was going, and so of course most hitters are supposed to pick up on him if he gets the base stowed, and yes, they are supposed to hold, but I think that might have rattled Howell a little bit back there. Fouled it right back into his face mask. As a coach, you know, I tell my catchers, if you catch that, it's a strike. A lot easier on you and them. He does go. He is throwing at him. Ball gets by, so we do make the throw to second.
Play at third.
Oh.
Thrown into left field.
Yeah, that was a lot of so we'll start with Hal did throw it down. The throw was late to Jackson. Jackson in turn turned and one-hopped it to Hal, which gets by him off the wall. We had the runner that was coming from first in a rundown in between first and or second and third, and the ball goes into left field. All we had to do was catch it there and make a play, but yeah, strikeout looking on a curveball, so it gives us one out. They did score one, have a runner standing at third. This is number 2 coming up. So, yeah, Kay Clayton was playing center field, which I think some of that moved around out there when they changed pitchers. So our single umpire comes in to try to clean the plate off a little bit so he can see it. Snap, throw to third with the out. Good shot by Hal, which is he's coming off the field, and that's just 2. But we did get that runner out. He did snap throw down to Ryder Blackwood for out number 2. Pitch was a ball. That's 2 balls and no strikes. Ball's in on him for the third ball. Makes it 3-0. Wait a minute, I might have that wrong. Our umpire's got it as 2-0. There's a strike swung on. Like he was trying to hit that off a scoreboard. It's back down the middle for strike 2. Ball's in the dirt in. That will be 3-2. He's coming down the baseline, but that is 3-2.
We're all confused on the count. See? Yeah.
All right, so I thought that was confusing because I actually thought it was 2 or 3-0, and the umpire held up 2-0, so it kind of confused me there. But they went to the official book, evidently. I don't know how that works, but that was a walk. Do have a runner at first, 2 outs. Score is 4-1. Runner's gone. That's got him out over there. I didn't get to see it. Was that a bad jump, Kane, or just
Left really late.
So this is Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. And we're back to the top of our lineup. Case and Blackwood coming up. So we'll say that me and Will was talking there when we was off air. But, we was very fortunate to get out of that inning with no more than what we did. Giving up no more than we did. Score is 4-1. Casey steps in. Ball's bounced in front of the plate. Gets by the catcher. Ball 1. Ball's in the dirt again. Backs the catcher off the backstop. Ball 2. Two 2-0 right here, Kane. What do you think? 2-0. What are you looking for?
Oh, fastball right down the middle.
Hitters count, right? Yep.
That's a little out, looked like, from up here.
Wouldn't have been the pitch you'd have been looking for, right? Well, now you're 2-1. We're still looking for that same pitch, right? He was swinging. Kind of chops it in the ground. I think he's going to beat that out. Yes, sir. He beats it out down the line. Pitcher does make a good play, but that ball was chopped probably 15 foot in the air. Pitcher got there and actually had to wait on it like a fly ball to throw him out. But Jason giving his signs here. And Aiden Perez steps in the box. Casey's going to take a pretty good lead over at first. They pick. He's back safe. I don't know if when he lays down there he goes plumb out of the camera angle, I think, but as he dives back in, but we can kind of read and see what we got going on there. So he goes. He's there. Pops.
Field.
He's going to third. My view, that's a real good read right there by Casey Blackwood. So he slides in. He was watching the baseball come in as it bounces, gets past the shortstop, and actually goes into center field. He just pops up and goes on to third. So have a runner at third, no outs. There's line drives back up the middle to drive that run in. Good piece of hitting. Like to see kids hit balls in the middle, stay in the middle of the field with it. Good stuff happens. Quick pick over here to first base. I wasn't ready for that one. I don't think Perez started getting his lead before the kid ever got on the rubber. Jackson Bennett steps in. Comes back with that curveball again. Buckles Jackson, he ducks it again. Just ain't ready for that curveball on the first pitch, but another pick over here to first. Perez gets back easy. Got a runner. Ball's in the dirt. He needs a turn. Perez is going to try to move on up to third, and he does. So Z stealing on a ball that does skip past the catcher and gets back to the wall. Moves all the way to third, so we have no outs. Runner at third. Jackson Bennett batting, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson can't get us another one in here. Ball's in the dirt away. Jackson chops one over in the 5. Shortstop makes a good play.
Safe.
Yeah.
Oh, caught him out.
Yeah, he called him out over here. There again, I can't see the base, but now looking at him, he was past the runner before the ball got there. But your shortstop did make a good play to go get that and backhand it. And so he does call him out over here. So he does get the run in. So makes it 6-1. Have Howell coming up to bat. Nobody on, 1 out. Ball's down. I'd kind of like to know what our umpire there's response was to Jason as he come out and discussed that call. Don't know that Coach Burleson agreed with him, but he did go back to third. Howell takes another ball, makes it 2-0. Ball's hit. Another out here at first. Shortstop makes another backhand over there. Pretty good play. So, 2 outs. Nobody on. Ryder Blackwood comes to the plate. Goes down like it was thrown at his head. Might have been up and in just a little. The ball slapped. See if the
Little check swing.
Let's see it. Shortstop makes another play. But shortstop made all 3 outs that inning, didn't he, Kane? Can't nod your head, son. You gotta answer. You gotta like Cooper. gotta answer. This is Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. Back with a little more middle school baseball. Blackwood with his first pitch. It's like it was in a little. Be Skelton at the plate. looked like it must have been a little outside. Al did that to reach to get it. Brings the count to 3-0. Blackwood throw four straight balls, but nothing in the dirt, nothing up. It was just in and out from here, from the view that we have. Ball gets by Hal, gets to the backstop. Runner will move up. So it was ball one. So Lewis County does move a runner to second base here. No outs. That's called ball two. So, Will, I know you're listening to me. Can't nobody else hear you, but this is a kid that they've brought in. He's number 25. He must have come in to play a fielding position. He come in to play second when they swapped the pitcher. I don't have him on my lineup. I don't have his name, so. He's got two away. That was a strikeout. Having a little trouble reading my umpire here, and the scoreboard they're not keeping right. So we have one out. He hit that right. I don't know. That's probably a pretty good camera angle there, Will. I don't know if you was pointing at the batter right there, that ball come right straight at the camera. Now this is number 5, James. So Jay Smith was number 27. He must not be in the game no more. So breaking pitch in for a strike. Still trying to see what the count is. The scoreboard ain't right. I think that's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I know he has 2 strikes. So he strikes him out. So it was 2 strikes. So we have 2 outs. Runner at second. Yeah, that should be number 23 up, which is Mower. Be their 8-hole hitter. Takes a breaking pitch for a ball. He swings through that one for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on him here. 2 outs. Ball softly grounded down the third baseline. That's where we run into not having that umpire behind the plate. That ball was on. It's close over there, Will. Which I think he made the correct call. Ryder did get outside the line and field that ball, but that's tough for him to see. So back with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Ball's in the dirt. Hal does knock it down. So 2-2. Runner's got a pretty good lead here at second. The ball is flared down the first base line. It's going to be foul.
He might stand close to that.
Will's worried about his camera here a little bit. Want me to move down and try to get a hand in front of it, or I don't know if it's him or the camera because he's sitting behind it, so he's wanting me to guard something. That ball's fouled, almost backwards, over off the third base side, backstop. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Oh, he throws that into center field. I don't know if that was a called pick, somebody missed it, or if he just turned to throw or what. But once he starts that direction, I think the way he spun there, I think he had to continue. Strike 3 for the third out. We'll be going into the top of the third inning. Score is 6-1 Summertown. So if we can add on a few more right here and maybe shorten this game length, we do have a high school game coming up after this one. So it's Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We have Cecil Williams in the batter's box. Lead this inning off. Looks like there's no changes for Lewis County's defense that I can tell. Cecil fouls the first one back.
Cecil's playing center field today since our center fielder is pitching.
Yes. Kane kind of bailed on us, had to go get ready to play his high school game here in a minute.
What kind of excuse is that?
Yeah. So, Cecil took that one up above his head. He squatted under that one.
Check swing.
Should be 2 balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm going to wait on my umpire there to let me know something. That ball's grounded to second base. Fielded and played well at first. Get the first out of the inning. Have John Colby coming up to hit here. Have 1 out.
John Colby's our left fielder today.
Ball's in the dirt, John Colby.
I tell you, I'm sure a lot of these boys played basketball. That was one of the best middle school basketball games we saw. Was the one time we played Lewis County was here at their gym. Went to overtime. It was and Jackson Bennett scored the tying goal to go into overtime. He scored the winning goal with a few seconds left to beat Lewis County. It was a great basketball game on both sides.
John Colby takes a strike there. He was looking. It was a 3 balls and no strike count. He was taking all the way, so should be 3-1 now. John Colby swings on that and fouls it down in a wooded area, back behind us, or behind him. Brings it to 3-2, 1 out. Nobody on. Strikes John Colby out there. Did go down swinging.
Two away.
So Keaton steps in here. Takes ball up. Out of the strike zone. Ball grounded back to the pitcher. He fields it, throws it to first for a clean out. It'll be 3 down in this inning. Summertown score is 6-1. We are going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lewis County should be rolling back to the top of their lineup. We'll see when we start here. But this is Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. And we're back. Looks like Lewis County's 10-hole hitter, McDonald, 9-hole hitter, I'm sorry. McDonald coming in. Cason's still throwing for us. I think Will said, 32 pitches?
32 pitches.
So going into the bottom of the 3rd. Ball's inside.
So we have middle school softball going on right now with Wayne County. It's a rematch. They played earlier in the year, and I think Summertown won 3-0 in that one. Well, now they're up 9-0 in this one at home, I think, in the 4th inning. So that one might be over soon. And then your co-anchor for the high school game can get up there.
Yeah, that's Mark's messaged me, and he said 9-0 in the 6th.
Oh, in the 6th.
That's
okay.
what he sent me. So he so may need to tack on a couple more there and not have to go the full 7. Casey comes inside with strike 2. We've 1 ball and 2 strikes here.
Strike out.
Right. Strikes him out. So I think some of the fans was arguing with strike 2 there a little bit, the way the batter acted, and it might have been a little inside. But
so this kid led off with a single, I remember.
No, he led off with a double.
A double?
Double, yeah. He is their leadoff hitter. Did lead off with a double. Down 3rd baseline into the grass out there. Just looking right now where John Colby's playing. If he hits it there again, he's liable to get a triple. It'll be ball 2. Be 2-0 on him. Hitters count right here. I know Blackwood ain't going to want to walk him. He takes strike 1. exactly where I assumed that pitch was going to be, thigh high right down the middle. Kid grounds ball, it's foul.
So the softball team's doing what the baseball team's doing. They're having a middle school, high school doubleheader with Wayne County today at home. And so as soon as that middle school game's over, the high school is going to play Wayne County.
Okay.
down there. And that was a good game, the first game of the season for high school.
So this is a middle school game right now.
Right. Mark's at a middle school game, and he'll be here soon, and then the high school will follow. Yeah, we were down to our final out, and Katie Beth Gallagher hit a bases clearing double to take the lead in that one.
Ball's line.
That looked foul to me, but he missed it.
He's going to call it. He's going to call it fair.
And John Colby don't know it because John Colby saw it.
Yeah, that ball was foul. There again.
Yeah, it's tough.
And so some of our fans are hollering now that are at our setting, looking down the third baseline. Again, I mean, you almost hate this for an umpire because that ball's hit well down the third baseline, line drive. He's actually calling balls and strikes from behind because we couldn't get another umpire. Then nobody want to come, can't get nobody to do these middle school games to start with. So he comes over to do it by himself, and that ball's line drive down third baseline, and he calls it fair from here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, so where we're setting that, of course, he did take 3 or 4 steps that way before it hit the ground. He calls it fair.
But notice the left fielder didn't move because he knew.
Yeah,
But he should have been watching the umpire.
Yeah,
but
John Colby went after it and then stopped, and so I think he assumed it was foul. But so he does this. Their leadoff hitter has 2 doubles here. Ball was in the dirt, and he swung on it for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes right here. See if Kaysen can get us out of another one. Have 1 out, runner at second. Ball's fouled back. The breaking pitch just didn't quite break down in there enough, which is not a bad pitch at all with a 0-2 count. Something to kind of get him off balance here a little bit. Ball's down. Ball 2. Jason steps off and does look the kid back. He is bouncing around out there a lot.
Yep.
For strike 3, that ball's fastball right down the middle for strike 3. He never moves his bat. We was talking about the rain and stuff tomorrow, and it's the way the wind's blowing right now and cooling off. I just kind of pulled my radar up, and
Like it rained tonight?
yeah, it looks like about 7:15. We've got a spot fixing to come right over the top of us.
It's not good.
So be right in our high school game. We're just catching the corner of it. Looks like it might last about 15 minutes on the radar, but
Great.
there again, all this equipment we don't need it wet.
No.
Ball's grounded to third. Oh,
Tough hop.
took a hop off the grass. That's tough. He does. He comes in, tries to throw it, throws it home, gets by our catcher. That ball come off a lip over there on third base off Ryder's shoulder. Just bounced up. I mean, he was down on it, but it just ball was not hit that hard. It was a well hit ball, but should have been one of them plays we kind of walked through and got out of the inning. But it took a hop. It looked like off the edge of the grass and come up in the Ryder's shoulder, and off his shoulder went to over towards their dugout as he went to make a play on it.
All right, strike one.
Be number 2. This will be Kate Clayton coming in, left-handed bat. They did score one, have a runner second. 2 outs. Ball's down in the dirt. Makes it 1-1, 2 outs.
So is it worth mentioning if we get that foul ball call right, then it'll be over?
It could be. I mean, you don't know what that kid does, but, that's one of them fair foul over there. That ball's hit down the first baseline, foul. Score is now 6-2, which the 1 run scored is the one Will just mentioned, the ball that was hit down the line. From where I'm at, Will, I think it was foul, but we're elevated above him. We can see out there.
Right.
There again, it's tough on an umpire, but ball gets by our catcher. Runner's going to move up to third. Should make counts 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. Ball's really up and away. I don't know. I ain't seen Casey miss up there in a way that bad yet today. I don't know if that was something they was trying to pick at third with or not. There's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3 to get us out of the inning. Casey does come through big there and gets us out of the inning. Score is 6-2. We'll be going into the top of the 4th. It's Summertown baseball. We'll be right back.
My kid. Yeah, go ahead. No, you just unmuted us.
We're back. We'll be at Max Dillard up to bat. Again, we are at the top of the 4th. Score is 6-2. As far as I can see on the field, we don't have no changes for Lewis County. Max takes the ball away. Ball 1. Max hit that ball down third baseline in foul territory. Oh, and left fielder made a good play on that ball. He did come all the way to the fence to get it. As he caught it, he did end up into the fence. So I think he actually hit his head on the pole. As he caught that and stretched the fence out, I think the fence out there is about 6 foot high, and as he caught it, I think he might have banged his head out there a little bit, Will. Coaches are going out to check on him.
Yeah.
He did make the catch, throw the ball in, and start jogging back to left field like everything was good, and then it was all at once like, oh, that hurt. So that happens a lot, and you go make a play like that, your adrenaline gets up.
They got him following the finger to make sure.
Yeah. Coaches out there holding the finger up. Looks like they have a mate with them there. It's part of the medical staff over here. They're at the school. I'm sure checks him out, follows the finger. That was a good play.
It was.
I mean,
so now we're back at the top of the lineup with Casey Blackwood,
yes.
Our pitcher, coming up. 1 away.
Casey takes an all-speed pitch down and in. Ball's down and away in the dirt. Ball 2. Makes it 2-0. We do have 1 out. Ball's hit back up the middle of the pitcher. He makes a play.
Nice play.
Yeah, nice play. Flips it to first. More one of them reaction plays there.
I believe the Lewis County defense has gotten 5 straight outs, really, all in the infield really quickly.
Yeah,
well, except for that in the left field.
Well,
there
that
it's
left field
called.
fly
Yeah.
ball, yeah. Be Perez at the plate. He fouls one back. Strike one. In the top of the 4th inning, we have 2 outs. 1 strike on Perez. Score is still 6-2. Ball's in the dirt. Look like an all-speed pitch in the dirt out in front of the plate. Catcher blocks it up. Ball 1. Be ball 2 in the dirt away.
Look good from here.
Called strike. It did look good from here. He takes that fastball on the inside corner for strike 3. It'll be 3 away. So we'll be going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. And we're back. No more middle school baseball. So, bottom of the 4th. First pitch in the dirt. This will be their 7-hole hitter, James.
Okay. He's wearing number 6, right?
No, number 6. I'm sorry.
Case
Yeah,
Skelton.
this is their Skelton. I'm sorry. I just looked down and trying to figure out the number. I thought it said 5 and under his elbow, but it is 6. So this is their 5-hole hitter. I'm sorry. He grounds to third. Comes in, makes the play.
That'll work.
Gets out at first base for 1 away. So now this is their 6-0 hitter, which on ours is Smith, number 27. But now they did take him out in the first inning, so this is number 25.
So we really don't know who this is.
No, they really didn't get a name for him. Take strike 1. They made their pitching changes in the first inning. He come in, I think, to play second base. Ball's down. Ball one.
Looks like we got Huckabee up here warming up in the bullpen.
Ball's fouled straight back out of play. Make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out.
Hello.
Low for ball 2. Ball's swung on and flied, popped in the.
It's going to drop.
That ball drops.
Gosh.
So.
It can't happen.
No, I mean, that's. I don't know. That ball's. I don't know. I'm on these earphones. I don't know if anybody called that ball or not, but it does fall in the infield, but it falls to the first base side of the mound, about 10 foot behind it, and the closest player we had to it was Jackson Bennett, which is our shortstop. So they do have a runner on first. Now this will be James. This is their 7-0 hitter. I'll get it right in a minute. We'll figure out where James is going to hit, but it's just him, runner at first, 1 out. He took ball 1, swung on there for a foul ball for strike 1. Makes the ball, 1 strike in the count. Ball's fouled down the line. It's, Charter Helton, the Lewis County coach, backpedals to make a play and goes off the end of his fingers over there. I don't know if one of his boys feeling it that way or not. They give him a little bit of a hard time here. That ball is grounded. Trying to turn 2, get the 1 at second. The guy is safe at first. So ball's hard. That's a hard ball to turn a double play on because it was slapped into the ground, popped up pretty high. Like I said, Jackson Bennett had to wait on it a second, so did get the out at second. So we do have 2 outs. Just replaced the runner at first with another one. To number 23 to plate, which is Mower, C. Mower. Swings on strike 1.
That's good.
Good pitch there, takes strike 2. Cason's way ahead right here. I don't know, you got his pitch count there, Will, where he's at?
I'm at 70.
At 70. I knew we were warming a guy up over here, so that
That's
ball is lined in. That
through.
ball is lined into the 5-6-0. It's a good hit. What I was wondering about his pitch count there.
Again, is it worth mentioning that ball doesn't drop in the infield a while ago? This
inning's over. Yes, it's we're out of it, but that's the way it works. Usually you make an error and it comes back to haunt you. So be number 10.
You don't want to walk this guy.
No. No, not with their leadoff coming up. He's done had 2 doubles. I mean, that's so. Go after this number 9 hole hitter right here, and ball's up and in. So 2 balls and no strikes. Do have 2 outs. Runner standing at first and second.
Danger.
That ball's in the dirt there for make it 3-0. Ball 4. 4 straight balls there to walk him.
That might do it.
So Hal comes out to talk to Casey a little bit. We do have 2 outs. Be huge for Casey to get out of this inning right here. Jason, or Coach Burleson, excuse me, comes out of the dugout. Don't know if he's going to make a pitching change here or if he's just going to have a little conversation. So he's moving his outfield around to John Kobe to he wants you. John Kobe's walking towards center field to conversate while everybody else is conversating. I don't know if he John Kobe just took it as just go back to my spot or to move over. But I think what Jason was trying to do is actually move John Kobe over to that line because this kid has hit 2 down that line. He's hit 2 doubles right down that line. The last one was a little, looked foul to me, looked foul to people sitting in the stands. The umpire called it a fair ball.
Yeah,
but,
that's the one that hit it. Yeah.
Yes, but like I said again, from his point of view, that's a tough call. Start him off here with an off-speed pitch, curveball for ball 1. I still think you throw your pitches to this guy. I mean, it's a 6-2 lead. You got 2 outs. Don't give him nothing. We're trying to get this out right here.
There we go.
Keep it on his hands. Nothing he can, or away from him here. Keep it away. Throw him a lot of off-speed stuff. Try to make him chase something. Another off-speed pitch. Look good from here. It's called ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. There again, not a bad pitch. Mason goes away for him on that, makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. That's a hitter's count right here.
Oh, man.
Ball 4 down to walk in a run there, make the score 6-3.
We're at 80 pitches. Yep,
Jason comes out. I think he's going to go ahead and make the change right here. I think what we had warming up was Huckable.
Yep, Elijah.
Got Elijah warm up. He is the one coming in here. So
I wondered with tomorrow almost definitely being a washout, and we play Lewis County Middle School just like we do the high school tomorrow.
Yeah.
I figured they might be saving Jackson for that day, but I wonder if they wouldn't bring him in because Wednesday looks like a washout too. I don't think you're going to make it up then, and then they've got Battle Creek scheduled for later in the week. So thought he might bring in Jackson here, but maybe with 3-run lead, he's.
Yeah, and I think Jackson playing shortstop. I think he's a kid that he needs to throw 25 to 30 pitches in a bullpen to get loose to come in right here.
Oh, okay.
In my mind, you don't want to put no more stress on his arm than you have to. But as you say that, he backs Jackson up, tells Jackson to throw a little bit here. So he's throwing across the infield to Perez. Just hey, try to get my arm a little loose in case I do need you. So. Of course, they did make a change in the outfield. Of course, Blackwood did go to center field.
Okay, so it looks like Cecil will move over to right. John Colby going to stay in left, or is it Max staying in left? Can't tell from
I believe
here.
That's John Colby. I believe Max is – that's John Colby. Max is –
So Max came out.
Yeah, Max Dillard come out of the game.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here in a few minutes.
All right, we're back. Elijah Huckabee did come in to pitch this game. Come in a situation, bases loaded, 2 outs. That's a line drive.
Fair ball.
That ball's fair down the line. It's going to get plumb in the corner past John Kobe.
That's going to be a tie game.
That ties the game up as the guy hits a. And I think he's right. He's right. I mean, that was a good call by the umpire there. He got on top of that. Did tie the ball game up as they relayed the ball in. The guy coming in the third did not slide, goes in standing up, and we tag him in his front foot to get him out. If he slides there, I think he's safe easy, Will, but he don't. But here we go. I mean, there's line drive down the line there that gets plumb in the corner. Ties the ball game up at 6-6. So we are going into the top of the 5th inning in a tie ball game. We'll be right back with Summertown Baseball. We're back. We're starting off with our 3-hole hitter, Jackson Bennett, here in the top of the 5th inning. Did come in and tie us up there 6-6. Played a lot. They scored all the runs there with 2 outs, Will. We got 2 pretty quick and then struggled there getting the rest of them.
Again, that infield fly.
Yeah, there again, we got an infield fly that lands, here that nobody catches, gets us out of that, and score would still be 6-2. Jackson takes a pitch away for ball 1.
Low.
Scoreboard says 3, but it's just
It's
2.
2-0.
They ain't throwing but 2 pitches. I don't know who's keeping the scoreboard up there today, but they're struggling. Jackson hits that ball back up the middle for a base hit. Center fielder comes across, cuts it off.
Good start.
Yeah, we'll get Jackson on. He's got pretty good wheels here and pretty smart base runner. Maybe we can figure out some way to move him around. Kind of see what Jason's got in mind right here. This is Graham Howe. It's our hind catcher. Pick at first, gets by him, gets down the fence. Jackson will go ahead and move up, so it's a big help for us. They pick the first and does get by the first baseman. Ball swung on big right there, but Graham, he took a big cut at it. He's trying to drive him in with 1 cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that right there. First pitch, that pitch was right down the middle, waist high. I mean, get after it in my mind. Just see how far you can hit it.
Looked good from here.
It did. Must have been outside, which the catcher did drop to that outside knee. So count 1 ball and 1 strike as the pitch comes. It's that off-speed pitch. He ducked away from it. It did break back. Must not have broke back enough. Graham here. Looks at 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball's hit well to left field. It's going to get down. Ball is fired. It's going into the corner. Will drive in a run as Graham moves up to second. It's hitting the baseball. Graham just hit that ball well in the left field to drive in a run, make the score 7-6.
He's gotten a hold of a few this year. That may be the hardest hit one I've seen him do yet.
The ball was hit well. I've not got to watch a lot of junior high stuff, so We have no outs. Runner at second. They just swap places. We need to do that a couple of times right here. Ryder Blackwood comes in. Takes strike one. He squares the bunt and takes it. Pitcher started in a wind up there and had to come back to the stretch.
Oh,
Ryder chases one. Y'all look at Ryder, and then when I think about Drake when he was in the 7th grade, their builds are totally different. Different speed. Ryder's a smaller, quicker guy, more of a slap hitter, bunter kind of guy, to where Drake was a stockier built. I'm gonna hit you out of the park type guy.
Drake could just tear up a ball.
Yeah, Drake could swing it. So, Ryder grounds.
Oh,
I don't know what we're doing there. I don't know. Graham left on the swing. It's hit back to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it. Does throw Graham out at third. He kind of got hung up in no man's land there. I'd have liked to have seen him stop and get in a rundown and maybe move Ryder to second during the rundown.
we got Cecil coming up here.
Williams coming up. He squares the bunt, pulls back.
And, now that we've got a lead, he does have Jackson Bennett down there warming up now.
Yeah, Jackson did come off. Jackson's not a kid that you just kind of go get off the field. It'll take him a while to get loose, and last thing you'd want to do is hurt his arm. Pick back to first. Can't really see it from here, but some of the coaches on the other side hollered got him, so it must have been a little closer than what I thought it was.
We got a few raindrops, I feel now.
Yeah.
He's going.
Runner. Yeah, no chance there. Ryder had a good jump. Like I said, he's quick.
So for those of you listening, the 23 of you listening, if it does start raining, clearly we're going to have to shut things down. We'll try for a time with just the camera up in the press box. It's not getting wet, but
the ball's bunted. Nobody covering first base. First baseman crashed and fielded that bunt, and your second baseman didn't get here.
We exchanged favors this inning then, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's favors as big as our favor yet.
Yeah.
Jason's fixing to play for another.
We got a pinch hitter coming up here. This is Jake Pettis.
Yeah, Jake coming in to hit. Don't know. See. Draining on my phone. My camera, my pictures ain't staying up on it good. He did come in to hit for John Kobe. And Cecil moves up to second base there, puts us runners at second and third. There we are again. We're hung up in a rundown.
Nobody's at the plate.
Little Ryder is. But
interference they're calling for.
Yeah. And the umpire is giving him that call. So
that's a run?
They do give us that run. It is interference because he couldn't get around the catcher. When the catcher threw the ball, you have to peel off. So he kind of bumped the catcher, and he couldn't get around him to see what was there. So
I'm not sure that's what they wanted Jake to do, but all right.
Hey, put the ball in play there. That's what Jake needed to do. It was has a time runner at second, third. You just need a ball put in play on the right side of the field, which he did to the first baseman. The first baseman throws it home, which gets Ryder in a rundown. And during the rundown, a couple throws, it comes back to the catcher, and the catcher's going up the line. As Ryder turns, the catcher throws the ball. It's out of his hand, of course, and Ryder runs into the catcher, and the pitcher catches the ball and tags him out. So it was, clearly umpire did call it interference.
Your co-anchor's here for the high school game. He made it.
Yeah, he did. So we have Keaton in the box right here hitting with one out. Runner standing at second and third. Score is 8-6. We did score that run on interference. Ball's took down and in for
So Jackson's come back in.
ball 2. I mean, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah. So Jackson probably threw enough just to get a little loose. They're probably going to try to finish this with Huckabee.
Right.
Pass ball, runner is going to come in. Pettis moves up to third. Makes the score 9-6. Brings the count to full right here on Keaton. So, you know, Keaton's got a lot of pop in his bat, Will. When he hits it, he hits it.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'd like to see him get into one right here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He does ground it up through the third baseman.
No,
That'll be
hard enough to get through.
Yeah, it'll be an E5. So that ground ball, and I don't know, that went right between his legs there at third. But hey, it scores a run. Oh, should make it 10-6. So
pinch runner coming in.
Yeah.
Can't tell who that is.
So I can't see a number.
It's,
Blackwood's head's in the way.
It's a 16.
That's Hunter King.
Okay.
And 16 will be Hunter King.
Still just one out.
Yeah. Score is 10-6, 1 out. They do pick back over to first at Hunter.
They said he got him.
And it says he got him.
That's tough for a pinch runner to come in and get picked off immediately.
Yeah. So that's 2 outs. Of course, I don't think Coach Burleson or Coach Blackwood agreed with that call, but there again.
Got Elijah up to the plate now. You know, he came in for Max Dillard when he relieved Kaysen at pitching.
Yes. I think that ball come off our catcher's forearm there, and so look at him from here. He ain't got a lot of meat on that forearm. So that had to be all bone. We did get our 4 runs back that they took, that we lost the last inning with. So
yeah, look good.
That's big strike 1. Elijah, we do have 2 outs. We 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 5th. Ball's down and away. Ball 2.
Is it ball 2?
Yes.
1-1?
No, it's 2-1. Had the first one went off the catcher's forearm.
Right.
So it is ball. Should be ball 3.
So, Mark, what was the final from the middle school? 9-0 was the final.
Middle school softball wins
over Waynesboro.
Over Waynesboro today, 9-0. Elijah's.
Olivia did. About 12 strikeouts, went the distance. You know, she shut them out the first time she played them, but it was 0-0 going into the final inning, if I remember correctly, and they won 3-0.
That ball ripped. Elijah just ripped that ball into the 5-6 hole for a single. That was a good, well-hit baseball.
Nice to see that.
You know, looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner. We'll have a courtesy runner coming in. If I heard Brent Blackwood right, it'd be Blaze.
So we're back at the top of our lineup, and you talk about someone who can get a hold of one. It'd be great to see Kaysen do that.
Have Blaze Franks. So Kaysen takes strike 1. I don't know. That's a pitch that if I walk up there with here, I'm looking to hit, but ball's fouled back. Big strike 2. Count will be 0-2. 2 outs. Need Blaze to be moving here on the swing anyways.
So hit and run.
Ball's hitting the 5-6-0. Blaze moves up to second.
Did you hear Jason say go?
Yeah, I think,
like right as the pitcher was.
Yeah, I think Jason had the and that's, to me, that's a good call right there. I mean, you're in the 5th inning. Hey, send him. If he gets to second, we might score him on a hit. If it is a ball, if he gets thrown out, we're starting our lineup back at the top. So, I think Jason had to steal. Coach Burson had to steal on right there all the way. So, ball's chopped back to the pitcher. He makes a play at first for the 3rd out of the inning. We did get our 4 back where we dropped that pop up on the infield, Will. So maybe that'll ease a little tension in the dugout. The score is 10-6. We are going into the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, even though the scoreboard says 4th, but it's the 5th.
This is the 5th.
And Elijah's coming back out there, it looks like.
Yeah. So, the scoreboard's not helping me much tonight. I'm kind of having to keep up with all this myself.
Yeah.
So if I do get it wrong every now and then, nobody blame me for it. But this is Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. All right. So we're back. Be the bottom of the 5th inning. Elijah Huck was on the mound. Jake Pettis did stay in the game and went to left field for John Kobe. So Elijah bounces the first pitch in the house for ball 1.
13 up to bat. That would be Bean.
Yes. The ball is popped up. Got 2 coming. Oh,
gosh.
Got a confusion there.
Can't keep doing this.
Yeah, somebody's got to back off right there. That was their 3-hole hitter. I mean, that ball's popped up. Perez is going back. Cecil's coming in, and my call, that's Cecil's ball. I don't know who was calling it, but somebody's got to talk right there. Of course, there again, we're having the same problem with the high school team. But we have less communication on these fields now than we ever have. So he fouls it back. This will be their 4-hole hitter, Clayton. Runner on first, no outs. We strike 1. So ball's flying into center field. Blackwood should have no trouble with that ball. There it is. So he walks in under it. I really like that kid in the outfield, Will. He sees the ball well, tracks the ball down well. I think he's going to be a kid that, which all these kids will, but I think he wanted to roll into a high school role early. In his career.
It won't be long.
Yeah, I think he'll roll into it pretty early that just because he can track them down so well. Elijah didn't look like a good pitch from here. I think it was some off speed. But there again, it's ball 1. Ball's left up for ball 2. It's count 2-0. Ball 3. Make it 3-0. 1 out. Runner standing at first base. Score is 10-6. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball's fouled back out of play.
On a 3-0 count.
He was swinging on a 3-0. You see that a lot with some of your better hitters. This is their Skelton. This is their 5-hole hitter. So he swings through that one for strike 2. Makes it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yep.
And he takes strike 3. That's a good spot. Good pitch.
Nice coming back from 3-0 there.
Yes. Since people calling it the stands over here, the umbrellas, Will, you reckon we can borrow them to cover our equipment with here in a minute?
That'd be nice if somebody could do without an umbrella.
I doubt they're going to do without them. That ball's hit into center field in the air. Casey Kempson under it there for the 3rd out.
Nice job, Elijah.
Yeah. Elijah
You know,
come in,
overcoming
done a
that
good
error to start the inning.
job. Yeah. But we will be going into the top of the 6th inning. Scores 10-6, Summertown. We'll be right back. We're back. Top of the 6th inning.
We get a pitching change, don't we?
We do. This is number 6, which was their first baseman, which is Skelton coming in. The first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Let's try to look around, see what other changes we had. We'll see what number's playing first right there. Is that 2? That'd be Clayton, which was your center fielder. 12 went back to short, which is Hull, which was on the mound, and be ball 3. Number 20, which is your leadoff hitter, Tanner, moved back to second. So I think they've put somebody new in center field. Strike 1, be 3 balls and 1 strike. Ball was took down the middle. I think Jackson was taken all the way. That ball looked a little low too, Will.
Yeah.
There it is. The ball's hit back up the middle
shot.
again. Jackson hits a shot back up the middle. Lead the inning off again. That's where we started last time. Maybe we'll put a few more together here this time. Should be Hal.
Well, he got a hold of one last time, didn't he?
Hal had a big rip down the third baseline last time, driving some runs. Had Mark Pick standing here, and he said, look, he looks so much like his daddy, like this kid.
Yeah.
So Mark has slid in here with us. Jackson gets a good lead here at first. Good secondary, too. Ball's took for ball 2. Should be, but nothing on the scoreboard yet. House sets in. Hitters count right here. They do pick the first. I think last time they picked it, Jackson the first over here. Will it got by him. He ended up going to second. So
Yeah, I'll be okay with that again.
yeah.
He's going.
Ball's inside on him. He goes in there pretty easy. Ball was in. Actually drug the catcher over behind the batter. In turn, the catcher tried to throw it around him.
So it's showing 2-0 now, but is that 3-0?
Yeah, that's 3-0 count. Yeah, the scoreboard's. And he takes that. That's not a strike.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna argue that. Look, I was giving him a little credit on the balls. It was down the line a while ago for not getting there, but that's not a strike. Should make the count 3-1. Still a hitter's count right here. The ball's ripped. That ball's hit in the gap right center field. It's going to get by. Hal is going to get 2. Stands up as Jackson Bennett scores from second base. They swap places again. That's the same thing we started the last inning with.
Man, he's hitting the ball well now.
He is. That's 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's another one that there again when we do make the high school move and he rolls in there, he could come in and play a role. I mean, he could, we're gonna lose 3 seniors this year. And
I bet Ryder tries to move him over here, the bunt.
Ryder pops it back. I think. I mean, there again. I mean, this kid squares the bunt. As Ryder squares the bunt, your first baseman don't move and your third baseman don't move. If Ryder pushes that ball past the pitcher, he's safe. Plus, he moves the runner up. And then Ryder's probably going to take second base with the runner standing at third. So, yes, it's all about execution. You got to get them down right here. He was swinging at that one.
So, again, there is a high school game after this, and it will be on the Exports Network, weather permitting.
It's called strike. It gets out of the catcher. I mean, it hit right in the catcher's mitt, and he dropped it. And we do move up. Hal does move up to third base now. Ryder in the box, 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. Scores 11-6. Ball slapped into the hole here. He's coming home. Yes,
No, he's
good.
not going home.
That was. I thought the little second baseman here. He's a pretty good athlete, Will. I've been watching him tonight. He's played second base, done well there, made some good decisions. He did move over to shortstop, made a couple of good plays at short. He's not a real big kid, but he's most definitely athletic.
So that makes your score 12-6 with 1 out. This is
should be Cecil. Cecil Williams in here to hit for us. Cecil takes a big cut at that ball.
He's a little guy, but boy, he can get a good stick too.
Yeah, he can swing it. Ball's in the dirt. And there's again the scoreboard saying 3 balls in 1 strike, and it is 2 balls in 1 strike. So, scoreboard's been lying to me all night. I'm having a.
Cecil's one I'd like to see play football, just personally.
He's quick, and
Yeah.
he's got that temperament too. He hits at the ball to right field as he hustles down the line there.
Good job,
Gets
Cecil.
safe here at first base. Cecil for the base hit. Scores 12-6, 1 out. The runner standing at first base.
Well, we got
Should be Jake Pettis coming up. See what Jake can do with one here. I think Cecil won't hang around over here long if he gets a chance. Ball's on the outside corner.
I think Jake was taken on purpose there. I think the runner was supposed to go. The coaches seemed a little upset. Might be wrong on that. I think that's why the pitcher threw over there too.
Yeah, I don't know whether he had a sign to take or I heard Brent say something about, hey, come on, swing at that, drive it this way, because it was outside.
Okay.
So, and the gap, that's the thing about it. When you do have somebody on it first, I mean, as a batter, you're wanting to move runners with them holding on it first. You've got a big gap on this side. So if they throw you on that outside corner, just hit it in this gap. And, you're with a ball hit in the gap on this side with a hole, more than likely your runner's moving to third. So, that's actually a good pitch that you want. He does go on that. As the catcher, looked like he liked to took the umpire's head off as he threw it down. He does slide into second safe. So
was that a ball or a strike?
It was a ball. I think that's 2 balls and 1 strike, which there again is nothing on the scoreboard. That ball's in the dirt. Should be 31. I mean, 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a hitter's count right here. So the second baseman is holding him on. So Will tries to get through one there. Or say Will. That ain't Will. Will's sitting up here next to me. Jake Pettis. He is Will's son, of course. But
Will never made it past Little League.
So Jake's went further in his baseball career.
Oh, yeah.
So he does walk there. Ball 4 in the dirt. So gives us a runner at first and second. Be something he can hold over your head years later here.
Oh, there'll be a lot.
You think there's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So. What about basketball, Will? You was a tall, slender guy.
See, I didn't even start playing basketball until I was in high school, so he got a head start on me there. Yeah.
Did you play your whole high school career?
I did. I was a sophomore through senior year. I got to where I started my senior year. But then I tell you where I got in some improvement in basketball was having to guard Ricky Mabry and Aaron Burdett every day.
Ricky Mabry and Aaron Burdett.
Man, having to guard those two, and I always chose Aaron Burdett, even though he might have been the better scorer, more dangerous offensive threat. It just hurt to guard Ricky Mabry. And
his elbows were a little bony, wasn't he?
Yeah, he hurt. His hit hurt. So I always, if I had a choice, I guarded Aaron Burdett.
We played CAA at home, and Ricky got a rebound. Of course, he chinned the ball. When he chinned the ball, he popped. I can't remember the guy's name from CAA, but knocked him out cold.
Oh yeah. He knocked a few guys out with those elbows.
Them elbows. His elbows was bony and hard. That's for sure. I think.
And it's another approach he took. I think he. Whoever the better player was for Perry County, it was probably Kirk Haston at the time. And, somehow he got blood on his jersey, and I think it came from Ricky roughing somebody up, and that made him have to sit down for a while. So
Lewis County is making a pitching change here. You can probably see on the cameras we're conversating about stuff. This is Clayton, which has been in center field, coming in to throw now. Changing it up a little bit, going lefty, but. I remember you talk about Ricky and Burdett both, but I was quite a little bit older than them, coming through. But I remember Aaron Burdett coming in school up there, and when he come in up there 7th, 8th grade,
Man, he had this huge growth spurt.
Yeah, he did.
I think between his freshman and sophomore year.
I remember Jim McBee talking about him, saying, listen, this kid's going to be an athlete. This kid's going to be a basketball player, and Jim McBee had said that 2 or 3 times. And you look at him, he couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time, like this guy. Yeah. And then look what he turned into, so.
Oh, the longest arms ever, too.
Oh, yeah. Of course, here we go back with a little baseball. Got Keaton in here hitting with the runner standing at first and second. 1 out.
Just one more thing on Burdett. What his daughter did for Summertown basketball, she's finished with her athletic career pretty much. But,
yes,
what she did for volleyball and basketball, it's not many have made that kind of impact.
They haven't. She did. She was a huge impact there, and she's going to be tough to replace over the next few
You know, I'd
years.
say the Campbells in the golf world, and then Burdett in volleyball and basketball.
Yeah.
Nobody's done more girls athletics
Yeah.
there.
For Summertown
Right.
athletics, that's for sure. So Keaton takes a ball in the dirt. Runner moves up, slides in the third safe. Third baseman don't act like he likes the call there any, but he was safe. So should be 3 balls, no strikes. Now we have both runners move up. Jake Pettis did go ahead and move up from first. We have runners standing at second and third. See Keaton get into one right here. I know he can hit it well. Ball 4, ball's up.
So they've already run for him once, so they can't do that a second time without taking him out. Is that right?
No, if he comes out here for a runner, he is done. He can't re-enter the game.
So you're allowed to do that one time then?
Yes, you can only substitute and re-enter. So, because that's actually a substitution because he is the first baseman.
Well, I tell you, Elijah got a good hit last time he was
did.
up. I'd like to see that exact same thing here, bases loaded.
But back to that with Braden Keaton as a substitute, you know, if somebody subs in for him, he subs back. Whoever subbed in for him just gets 1. So they go in, come back out of the game. He can exit. He starts the game. He can exit the game and re-enter.
Okay.
So, you know, you'll see Jason do that a lot, even in high school.
Do we know if it's a 1-0 or 0-1 count here? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's 1 ball. One ball, no strikes right here. Elijah chases that. That ball's up in his eyes, and he was trying to drive in all 3 at once with that swing. So, hey, but there again, Will, I like it. Look, if you think you can get on it, you ain't got no strikes on you, get after one. If you're going to swing it.
Sure.
Ball's in the dirt, gets by, kicks right back to the catcher. They do got him in a rundown. Jake's going to try to move up and pry. Now Jake turns and goes back, does get tagged out. I don't know. Now how did this happen? I wasn't even watching this, so now we've got Keaton in a rundown. So, all right, I don't even know where to start explaining that. So the ball goes.
Everybody messed up.
Yeah, the ball gets by the catcher, kicks right straight back at him, which, you know, every pass ball we've had today is kicked somewhere besides straight back. But it does come off the wall right straight back to the catcher. I don't even know who the runner was. I don't even know who was at third now. Cecil runs at him. Cecil realizes it, turns to go back to third as the catcher throws the ball over the third baseman's head. Cecil turns and scores. Well, then Jake Pettis thinks he can move up on the throw where the left fielder comes in and gets it. And, of course, it has Will out pretty easy at second or at third.
Yeah.
And then I look up, and Keaton is in a rundown. They snap throw it to second. Now we have him in a rundown in between first and second.
So we exchanged 2 outs for a run, I guess.
Yes, that's kind of what it looks like.
13-6 going into the bottom of the 6th, right?
Yes.
Man, it's been a long game.
It has. This took forever, but this is Summertown baseball. We'll be right back. We're back. Line drive down the line. That's going to get by Jake over. That ball was hit well. He's going 2 for sure. He's going to hold him at second. Jake gets to it quick and gets it snap thrown back. Whoop. Does get by Jackson out there. One hop, he got by him, but it did go right straight at third baseman. That ball was hit well down third base line. They've had 3 or 4 of them today that think about all their hits has been doubles down the third baseline.
Yeah, they've had a lot of those.
So that was James.
So this is more up here.
Yes. should be mower, their number 8 hole. In the bottom of the 6th inning. That ball goes behind him. So, which the coaches are saying it hit him. The umpire was looking like, no, I don't think so. So they asked the batter, and he said, no, it didn't hit me. I mean, I don't know there that, if my coach looks at me and says, that hit you? Yeah, it hit me. I'm dying up here. So he swings through that, he misses it, and Hal lets it get away from him, squirt away from him there a little bit. But this kid had a line drive right center field last at bat, Will.
Uh-oh.
So if I remember correctly, he swings through that one. Should be
1-2.
Yeah,
So it should be.
Should be 1 ball and 2 strikes, which there again we're getting no help from the scoreboard. Ball's popped up, be back out of play.
He landed right in the middle of our high school team sitting over there.
Yeah, I think it got back there to the guy taking up the money. I think our high school guys was scattering to go get it. I think they're about tired of sitting down there on a picnic table. They've been here for about an hour and 15 minutes now. So that was a good pitch right there. That ball broke in there and very well placed, very well pitched for strike 3. One out now, right, Will?
Right.
So we got one out.
This is
McDonald.
This is Phoenix McDonald.
Yeah. Wonder, we've got they have a McDonald kid on the high school team.
Which I'm sure we'll see tonight.
That I'm sure will be pitching us tonight. It's pretty dominant on the mound.
Did a good job against Loretta.
Yes, he did. So Huckabee throws that in behind him for a ball. But
I
don't know if they're kin or if they're brothers or if it's his little brother or what. But
hope the high school team sitting back there has observed how quickly that ball comes off the backstop twice now.
Well, I guarantee you, ain't none of the guys on our high school team paying that a bit of attention.
Is that 3-0?
Yes, it's 3-0. And you can probably explain it to most of the high school teams. That's strike 1. Good comeback there. You explain it to most of them 3 times, and they still wouldn't get it. And that's about where we're at. It's not that they don't understand it. It's just don't like it. Is that what it is? Mark just said they're just a whole lot smarter than we are. That's what it is. I remember my dad telling me one time he wished he had all of his life's problems when he was a teenager because teenagers knew everything. And I never thought about it. Of course, I've raised, 3 girls, Mark, and my girl's never done me this way, but I do have a 15-year-old son that's way smarter than me. And in his mind anyways. So count as 3-2. But there again, it's starting to make sense to me what my dad meant when I was 15, 16, 17-year-old. Ball's line, caught, Perez, snap throw to third. Not in time, but that's a good thought.
Nice job, Perez.
Yeah, way to look. He come across, caught that line drive. He's hitting the hole over here. Made a good play on it. And his first thought was, hey, I've got a runner at third. Let's turn and throw it. That's – to me, knowing the game and playing the game is huge. But this is their leadoff hitter, which has been has 2 doubles down third baseline. Looks like we're we're playing a shade on him here. Our snap throw down to third, try to get the guy from the catcher. That's a ball up and away. But we've got a shift going on here. Our right fielder is playing almost
like
center
field. Yeah.
Our center fielder is playing like a rover position, and our left fielder is playing 5 foot off the line. So when that ball is flared, he was trying to hit that. I mean, that kid, that was not a bad swing. That was an inside-out swing. He was trying to hit that ball to right field just to say, hey, look, I can do this too. But he did flare it up to Perez. No. They're lining up, so it's a 6-inning game.
Yeah, I wonder
normal?
If both coaches just agreed to that or
I guess because they got started so late maybe. But that is going to be ball game. Summertown 13 over Lewis County 6. We do have a high school game coming up. We'll have everything set up for that. Will did say something about we do see a spot of rain Might clip us for about 15 minutes. We're going to try to keep everything set up and moved.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah, we're going to try to keep it set up.
Yeah.
If for some reason it rains and we have to take some stuff down, I'll try to post an update on the high school page.
yeah, we'll try to keep
But
everybody informed.
we're going to kill this broadcast, and when we start things back up, it'll be on the X Sports Network Facebook page, and it'll be on the same YouTube page as always.
All right.
So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hey, Timmy, thanks for filling in on the short notice and doing this one for us.
Yeah, I just happened to show up over here, and Will said, "Hey, you care to come do the radio?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll have to give me a lineup because I don't know all these kids." But hey, I enjoy baseball. I enjoy doing it. So if it's helping anybody out, I really enjoy it. So
we got so Summertown wins this one 13-6. We hope for the same in the high school game. That'll be here before long. For now, this is Timmy Koenig, Will Pettis. This has been Summertown Middle School Baseball. We'll see.